Now, it's called The Grove, a unique memorial for our brave diggers. The problem is, few Australians know about this sacred site. Tonight, the campaign by proud veterans and their families to turn it into a national memorial.
This is actually a living memorial.
It's a magnificent heritage for others to live up to.
This is the place that we'd like to see as our national memorial.
Nearly every soldier who served in Vietnam knew this place intimately.
The 6th Battalion was the next to turn.
Red Gum's anthem made sure the whole country did too.
We did Canungra, Shoalwater before we left.
And now, deep inside the Australian Army's training base at Canungra, just west of the Gold Coast, lies this touching memorial.
So a tree for every member?
A tree for every member, a stake with their name on it.
Kerry Gallagher is the national president of the Australian Army Training Team Vietnam, the first unit in and the last unit out of Australia's decade-long involvement in the war. Today he's showing us the memorial created by the surviving members of his unit, they simply call The Grove.
The training team was quite unique in the way it operated, the way it was deployed throughout Vietnam. But this is the solid home where we were together for some time in Australia.
The AATTV was an elite unit made up of Australia's best soldiers who were sent abroad to train the South Vietnamese Army. They often deployed on their own or in pairs, leading their newly trained teams directly into battle with the Viet Cong.
They serve out their lonely and dangerous tour, cajoling, advising and persuading their Vietnamese opposite numbers to try and match their enemies.
Only 1,000 soldiers ever served in this unit. Among them are 4 Victoria Cross recipients, including Keith Payne, our oldest surviving member of that extraordinary club. Sir Peter Cosgrove, who also fought in Vietnam, remembers these heroes particularly well.
AATTV, that's a name that still resonates in the Australian Army, and they fought alongside people in some of the most vicious actions of the war.
The VC recipients have avenues named after them in the Grove, but every member of the unit has a tree planted in their honour. A flag attached means they've since passed.
It's a unique place, it's beautiful, it's quiet. Yeah, it's just spiritual, I think.
Val Rooney is here to honour her husband Bob. He died 26 years ago, but had been a strong supporter of the Grove and has his own tree that now gives Val comfort.
What is it about the trees that means so much to you?
I don't know. Words can't explain it. Sorry.
The families come up here, they simply sit, possibly at the tree, but just within the grove, and they find a peace here that perhaps they're not able to capture anywhere else.
Kerry Gallagher finds peace here too. This row honours the 33 AATTV members killed in action. People like Kevin Conway, whose remains were only returned to Australian soil 4 years ago through Operation Reunite, a story we highlighted on A Current Affair.
What does it mean for you that people like Kevin Conway are now finally back on Australian soil?
This is their home. This is, you know, they were proud to serve Australia and Vietnam, but this is their home. And this is where they should be.
The problem with this remarkable place is that it's inside an active military base, meaning anyone wanting to visit needs an escort, a process that can make honouring fallen loved ones difficult.
The custodians of this sacred spot want that process made easier by making this grove accessible to the public all year round as a national war memorial.
Kerry Gallagher says getting access that still keeps the military base secure will be difficult, but not impossible.
There is the possibility of access of a major road that goes along the perimeter of the camp, and I think with fences and gates it could be made publicly accessible.
Australia's war memorials are generally in Canberra, adding an additional hurdle to overcome.
They're structures. This is not a structure. This is a living memorial. The others are stone.
They'll need to convince the Department of Defence, Veterans Affairs and Treasury that it's worth doing, but they do have a former Governor-General in their corner.
Nothing's beyond them. And I point out that the Prisoner of War Memorial, that is the national memorial, is in Ballarat, and obviously that's not Canberra. So I say to the AATDV, keep your chins up and keep going for it.
What would you say to the people who could make this idea happen?
Just do it and don't procrastinate. Just do it.
But we'd like to share the feeling that you get when you come here. And I think that you would be both a solitary and a hard person not to feel something special when you just walked up the road, walked through the row of memories, walked up through the groves. I think it should be part of Australia's history.
It's a very special place.
It is a very special place.
God help me, I was only 19.
It is a special place, but it does sound like they'll have a battle on their hands. The Defence Department told us it doesn't consider it appropriate for both security and safety reasons, and you can read the full statement on our website.